You guys, welcome back to FedBiz Exchange. I'm Michelle Brown, your coach and your mentor. And today it's time for Ask Michelle B. Indra has a question about her online pet store. She's also getting set up to do government contracting, but she's a little frustrated. Indra, I just want to tell you, I am so fascinated by you and this pet store. I don't have pets, but I think it's a great idea, and I think it is an amazing idea for you to take your online pet store and do government contracting. But you guys, Indra is a little bit overwhelmed right now with everything that she feels she needs to do. So here's what she's saying. Hello, Michelle. I have an online store. It's for you and pets. I have registered in SAM. I have gotten my capability statement finished, and I'm looking into certifications. And I'm interested in contracts, but I'm starting to feel overwhelmed or stuck. I don't really know what to do next, and I need guidance. My goal is to supply canine needs and products, and also products for examples of things like soap and lotion and all of these types of things, whether it's for dog supplies or pet supplies, or even just other ideas like office supplies. Inja, let me answer your question. Again, I know you're frustrated, but please hang in there. Don't get frustrated, and I'm just going to address some of your questions, okay? Hey, you guys, I just want to remind you before we get started, don't feel overwhelmed and stuck by yourself. Go ahead and click on the link to Ask Michelle B. And I know I'm getting extremely busy. It may take me a few days to get to you, but I am thinking of you and I promise I will get back to you. Click on that link in the comment section and ask your questions. And here's why. You building wealth and your entrepreneurship for your family and yourself is so important. And right now, the new administration is putting out so much money for small businesses that you guys need to be ready. So don't let these opportunities pass you by. I mean it when I say doing business with the federal government is a gold mine. If you learn how to do it, if you want to do it, and if you're committed to doing it, you can have the government as a customer for life. Now let's get into Indra's question. So Indra, please don't be frustrated. As good as people think I am, yes, I'm pretty good at entrepreneurship. I'm really good, I will admit, but even I get overwhelmed with so many things I have to do. I'm running more than one company. I also do this to teach because this is my commitment to giving back. But I find ways to make sure that I'm staying on track by writing down my vision all of the time and thinking about how I want things to look, no matter what the project is. And that's what you need to do. You need to start writing down your vision in your vision book for your store, your pet store, and what you would like to offer the government. Now, you do need to do some research, and I'm going to find a few codes for you and tell you what codes you need to use right now to do your research. But if you're already in SAM, you have a capability statement, you maybe need a website, and that's not urgent, but you need a professional website, have a professional email address, and you're off to the races. Okay, you can start now. Meaning you can start bidding. You can look right now, find out where your buyers are, and start now. This is what I want you guys to understand is it's a learning, growing process. I don't want you to win too fast that you're not grasping things because that can happen too. But you need to get your research done, Indra. I'm going to find a few codes for you. I'll tell you what those codes are. And you need to go to USA Spending and look around using those codes. You can even use keywords. That's what you have to do. Okay? Then you decide this is what the government is buying for pets, the canines and the training. There's so many things you could sell to them. They do this training with their canines. They do all kinds of training. You may not just be stuck with doing pet supplies. You could be doing all types of supplies for the government when it comes to the military and training and things like that. It opens your mind when you do your research. Okay, so please hang in there. And then I'm going to go right over here and I'm going to find you some opportunities and show you how your only next step would be for you to do a little bit of research one day, so that you will know how to make sure that you have the right codes and that you start looking for opportunities, because the opportunities are out there. Okay, now let's get into what your codes could be. So Indra, here are your PSC codes and your NAICS codes for pet supplies and services. And I want you to also think about services, because you need to have your mind open. If you see a lot of opportunities for you to service the government using a subcontractor where you're the prime, you need to consider it. Is that what you want your business to be? Maybe you want to sell them dog food and chains and supplies for not just dogs, but other animals. Like, they need tags for some of the other animals that we have. You never know what you're going to find. This is why you have got to do your research, because you could find some gold mines in working with the government. So I've listed most of your PSC codes that I could find. I listed most of your NAICS codes that I could find. Not all of them will look exactly like what you expect, but this is how you start. Don't do anything else. Put those certifications aside, even if you have to wait to do your WSB, because guess what? You can win without those certifications. Those certifications do help you win a little bit easier, and in some cases a lot easier. But most of the time, a lot of the things that you guys are going to go after, especially in this arena, because it's unusual, there are probably not a lot of small businesses that compete in pet supplies and pet services. You could literally be one of the only small businesses in a certain group that can win consistently. So what you need to do is focus on the research first, and then start looking at the opportunities to see which ones you want to go for first. But you got to find out where the buyers are. So take these codes and the keywords I've given you, go to USASpending.gov, and if you don't remember or know how to do a research report, I will put the link in the comment section for you to do your research. Okay, and that's basically it. It's not that difficult if you piece it down and do the most important things first. And after you do your research, you will decide what you want to do. You're in a good space because you haven't made up your mind about, okay, I got to do this, or this is the business that I have and I don't want to create anything else. You're in a great place because you can decide, I want to add this to my business with the pet supplies, or I don't want to add this to my business. It's up to you, but you got to do your homework first.